Hi there folks, welcome to Scott Plays Bad Games While Hammered. I'm Scott, we're drinking Still and Jerry and Coke as always. Today we are going to play Enter the Matrix, which explains why I had that intro where I'm like holding a gun and I've got glasses and we're diving in slow motion. Hold on, my cat's eating a bit of... What are you doing, Socks? My cat, Socks, well, our cat, me and my girlfriend's, is trying to eat some of the packaging that came with the Sailor Jerry. Come here, baby. Oh, I'll get a cuddle. And then fuck off. Hey, Jada Pinkett Smith. She's here. I'm sorry, there's no real... Even with The Matrix, even though it was based on a cinematic property, there's no excuse for starting with a long, unskippable, non-interactive cutscene. I'm sorry, Half-Life showed us the way. You know, technically this could actually be The Matrix right now, in which case this isn't real. I'm definitely not drunk. Here I am, in a post office. Not Club Hell, not the club from the first film, not the caves in Zion, not the surface of the ravaged earth, not the streets of New York. No, I am going to go around a post office. And I'm going to run like the bastard child of John Cleese from the Ministry of Silly Walks and the T-1000. Nope, can you go in here with all my Matrix powers? Can you open a fucking door? So far in this game that's meant to be this integral part of the fucking Matrix, I have gone to a post office. I'm sorry, did that guy come at me like, you know, rah, only to trigger the next level? I mean, if that's the case, why the fuck was he even there? I mean, there's no way I'm ever going to get to fight him. What the fuck was the point in that? I really don't want to save my progress. Almost as if there was a pill I could take that would let me forget. The combat is fucking atrocious. And I mean, if there was one defining feature of the Matrix films, it's badass kung fu. So if you're going to make a game of the Matrix films, or one that's integral to the plot and really deeply intertwined and tied up with the Matrix films, you'd fucking think there'd be a good combat system as opposed to, you know, press triangle and circle to kung fu at people. Let's explore more of the post office. I'm gonna hit this, which is gonna open some shutters in the post office. How you doing? What's up? Is this a hint that you want? Oh, okay, I see. I thought he wanted fed, but it turns out Foxy Soxy here just wants a cuddle. Alright. Better find that shutter. If you notice that all the kicks look... Alright, so I've got to go find those shutters, so let's go back through the post office! The film's right. The film's made a great big deal about how if you die in the Matrix, you know, you die for real. And then in the third film, where, you know, with Bane, but not Bat Bane, the other Bane, taken over by Agent Smith, was going on about the fragility of the human body and all the rest of it. So, with that in mind, why in the name of fuck do I have a regenerating health meter? I mean, in the films, that is specifically not how it works. And as I was saying, in the films, that is specifically not how it works, unless you're Keanu Reeves. Let's continue our guided tour of the post office. I mean, can you think of a... I'm sorry, can you think of a genuinely more boring, you know, location for a game than a fucking post office? Sorry, Socks. I don't mean to be so negative. I'm gonna be honest, right? There's a bit... Yeah, let's pause this again. You know what? Let's actually delve deep into the glaring fucking problems of this game, right? First of all, there's the rule, as explained by Morpheus, whereby everybody in the system not yet unplugged could be an agent. But I have stormed into a post office, done impossible feats of kung fu, and not one agent has gone, hey, there's a pattern to this. Maybe there's someone there who is unplugged and a member of that Zion thing that's going on. Maybe I should check this out. So I'm starting to believe that the rule about, you know, anybody can be an agent was actually made up by just a total fucking sociopath who just wanted to run around what I'm assuming is New York, beating the shit out of anyone that took their fancy. What really gets me about this, and I've been thinking about this for a while, right, is that this game was hyped up as an intrinsic part of the whole Matrix storyline. This was going to fill in the gaps between the first and second and third film. And more so than today, back then, back in the early 2000s, gaming was fighting to be recognised as a legitimate fucking art form. So if you're going to take one of the biggest mainstream movie franchises of the time, the fucking Matrix, and tell folk, hey, we're committed to this game is art, this game is, it's part of it, it's just as important as the movies, and you better fucking back it up. And it didn't. The cutscenes were throwaway, added fuck all to the plot, and the game was just terrible to fucking play. I've died in the first level, which is set in a fucking post office. I can't emphasise that enough. So just, yeah, way to represent, guys. Way to represent. Way to make gaming look fucking A-OK. Fuck off. Some pretty strong rum. Hi there folks, welcome to Scott Plays Bad Games All Hammered. I'm Scott, I'm legally required to state that I'm not hammered. And we're at M&D. Some people have called it Scotland's theme park, some people have called it the least happiest place on earth. And we are here to find bad games. They call it a theme park. The theme is that it is pissing it down with rain.